It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see this team's leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. This should be a good one to watch. And it's all up next.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The rain started earlier today. It hasn't let up much. It is going to be a wet one. Glad you're with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Nice and dry here in the booth, but Greg, you've been down on the field and played in one of these sloppy, wet, rainy games. What is it like?
Well, it depends what position you play. For the offensive defensive linemen, they love it. It's a little bit slower. The defense is a little bit slower to react to the ball. A lot more runs, less pass protection. So for them, they're thrilled. But for anybody who has to handle the ball on either side, offense or defense, this is a nightmare. You're stressing about what gloves?
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That ball is caught on the sideline, and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Here's a third down and 4. Back to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. The ball comes out. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times, and I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. As they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. And if he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
2nd down and 3. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
I can tell you firsthand as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack. Hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
And he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
A run on 1st and goal. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first. We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. He'll get this out wide.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. And this will pay off. It is caught.
And this is where the threat of run just opens up everything else in your offense, especially when you have a premier back lined up behind center. And this is one of those cases where the defense is so worried about how do we stop this ground game. They don't have enough guys to account for everyone in the passing game, and results in an easy touchdown.
The PAT, up and good. And the visitors will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a 1st down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And he puts his head down, and he picks up the 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot based on what the receivers do off the line.
And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The visitors' offense ready for their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Once the quarterback leaves the pocket, the hope is that it buys him a little time to allow second reaction from his receivers downfield. What he's not accounting for is the speed of a lot of these defensive ends in the league, Mike. He closed that distance a lot faster than I think the quarterback anticipated, and he comes away with the sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, faking the give. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. The pass rush gets home and he goes down.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds, but the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket. When the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
3rd and 9. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to air this one out. That is hard. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 36 yards. Jim Harbaugh unhappy with the officials, didn't like that call, and he throws the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain. Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the visitors will extend to a 10-0 lead. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This taken at the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He runs with it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Checking it down, this one is caught. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I continue in just a moment. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. A big play to kick off this drive. 32 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to and he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense. So 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. This one will be from 37 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the visitors will open up a 13-0 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
The home team's offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to keep it himself. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout. As the clock stops, 50 seconds to play until halftime. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 3rd and 6. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The visitors' offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Throwing now from the gun. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. So we have reached the intermission in what is right now a 13-point game. As we send you to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime Report. It's all yours, Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks for...
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This team's offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Now a give up the middle. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
And now the punting unit will come on, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So now this team's offense getting set to get back to work. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
The defense stringing them out. No gain back to the original line of scrimmage. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. That lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw here is complete. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's second and 2. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Up the middle they go. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Finding room at midfield. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Slot receiver headed right. Now a run on first down. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Three for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the visitors will extend their third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground, and the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's enough for a first down.
We've seen third down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession.
So these teams trade field goals in the third. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he's going to get him a first down here across midfield and down to the 45.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. Tight end going in motion here. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. So Jim Harbaugh will make the move for the field goal unit. And he missed it. It's no good. And they do not cut into the deficit.
And this is where playing in the elements can really become a problem. These kickers practice all year in pretty much ideal conditions. So sometimes you got to approach these kicks a little bit different. He's just unable to connect.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. They'll begin here on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it. Back to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on 3rd down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the first down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
On the toss, they'll run, and no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. He's got it at about the 8, and he will score. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2.
Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And it looks like he's going to have enough. Indeed, the referee does signal. It is a 1st down.
What that play call tells me is that play caller made up his mind. We're on 3rd and inches. If we don't get it, we're going for it on 4th down. So he really treated that 3rd down like 2nd down. They work the outside part of the field. Simple pitch and catch. It's a nice pickup.
They'll look to throw yet again. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. He'll look to throw. He keeps it himself.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage. Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Got his man at the 6. And he will get into the end zone. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The extra point try forthcoming. His kick is good. And his guys are able to edge a bit closer. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll be stopped just a short gain, down to the 30. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. We'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down. Motion man is the tight end going right. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Yes, he does. 1st and goal coming up. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.